Hello watcher and subscribers. Today our topic is exception handling in Python. So we will discuss about the exception classes here. So before that, actually you should know why we need the exception handling. What is the need of that in a programming? So for doing this discussion, first you should know types of error in the Python, because the exception handling is related with the error concept. Okay, it is related with the error, and in every languages there are the concept of exception handling. So today we will see the need of exception handling. So first we will see types of errors in the Python. So first error is a compile time error. It is obtained in almost, you can say, in every language it is there. So what is the compile time error? So error that occur when you violate the rules of writing syntax are known as compile time error. Means while writing a code, what happen, means spelling mistake or some other kind of mistake happens while writing the code. Means we don't follow the rule sometime, because of not knowing the syntax properly, we follow the wrong syntax, or spelling mistake. Suppose in place of writing print, suppose you write PRT, then it will definitely not work. So that is what the compile time error means. It is happen generally because of the wrong typing. So it is typing related error. This compile error indicates something that must be fixed before the code can be compiled, and that error you have to fix before your compilation of program, because if that error is present, your program will not be compiled successfully. That is very clear. Okay, and you will not get the output from the program. So all these errors are detected by compiler. That's the reason it is compile time error, because whatever the mistake you do at the time of checking, it is detected by the compiler. So it is compile time error. Just like suppose you are completing your homework in the college or school, and if the teacher means the teacher always correct your copy before the exam. So what you can say, that teacher handling the compile time error means checking copy before the exam, otherwise you will not be able to appear the exam. So same concept is here. Means before getting the output, your program should be checked, and who check that program? That is checked by compiler. So that is what compile time error. Next error is here logical error. So what about the logical error? So it is a mistake in your program source code that result is incorrect or unexpected behavior. Logical error means sometimes it is difficult to correct also, because your compiler cannot help you exactly, and sometime it is not showing, means many time it is not showing any message. Just like in compile error, the compiler help you to correct your statement, it show you the message. But here in the logical error, sometime it is very tedious job to remove. For example, you are writing a program to show the number is even or not. Okay, and in output you are getting a wrong output, means whether the number is even or odd, it is showing only the same message. So that is what the logical error. So you have to do changes in the coding. But if your program is sometime too long, then in that case, sometime it is difficult to correct the logical error, and it is particularly happening for the beginner get some difficulty to remove the logical error most of the time. So now here we will see the third error, runtime error. And runtime error is a program error that occur while the program is running. So this logical and runtime error, they are closely related with each other. And this in the case of logical error that we have seen, in that case what happen, your program compiled successfully but you get the wrong result. So in runtime error, same thing happen, your program compiled successfully but you get wrong result. But here there is a difference, small difference between runtime error and logical error. The runtime error is that, suppose you are dividing any number by 0, that is common runtime error. Suppose if you are dividing any number by 0, then in that case what happen, in output you get the error message, and because of that other statement also cannot run properly. Suppose you are providing one screen to the user, and you are providing task that you have to enter the two number, and then it will perform division operation. And suppose the user is entering the number like 3 and 0, means 3 will be divided by 0. So in that case what happen, you will get the output because no number can be divided by 0. And in your program, suppose the other statements are correct, that statement will also not work. Because what? Because there is a runtime mistake, and this mistake will be done by user actually, not, means your program is actually correct, there is no problem in the program. Okay, you have just given code there for division like a divided by b, but the problem is from the user side, he is not providing the correct input. Means first value is suppose 3 and second is 0, so that 0 should not be there. So that is happening because of the end user is not providing the correct value, and unexpected message is coming and program is not correctly working. So for avoiding this thing, for avoiding this runtime error, you have to use exception handling. Okay, you have to use exception handling. So for that there is a need of exception handling. So I hope you got some idea. So ensure that the flow of program doesn't break when the exception occurs. So we use exception handling in a cases like divide by zero number. So if you use the exception handling block, then even though user enter the zero value in the division process, okay, then also your program will not stop, and that user get the message you have to enter the correct value. Okay, so such kind of situation we can handle by using exception handling in the program, and your program will not get fail or will not terminate even though user enter the wrong output. Okay, so now here in the common exception we have some types. Okay, so this is just a introduction class of exception, so I will give a touch of types of error. So first one I already explained, it occur when number is divided by 0 and you get the error, runtime error. So second runtime error can be obtained like it occur when the name is not found, means you are using a variable not properly in a program. Indentation error means unnecessary, you are providing indentation in the program, so you get that error. Input output error means it occur when input output fail. For example, when you are trying to open file but it is actually not existing, means you are not showing the path, or it is means that file is not present there. So in that case it's a input output error. End of file means your file is already reached to the capacity, and yet the operation you are performing, okay, means you are still going to add data but there is no space there. So it is what end of error. And now we will see the problem without exception handling, because in any concept, once you get the importance of that topic, then you can understand the concept. So we will see what kind of problem you will face if you don't use the exception handling. Then in the next tutorial we will see how you can use exception handling in the program. So now here we go in the Python screen and Python editor, and we will write a program without exception class so that you will understand the importance of exception handling. So here now I am in the Python editor, and straight away we will take input statement. So for that, suppose I am taking the variable a equal to, it will be of integer type. So I am writing here input method I have to use, and my statement is enter the first value, means enter value for a. So this is my first statement, and I just copy this code now. So you see now a and b, these are the two variables I got here which will supply input to your program. And my next statement is c equals to a divided by b, and then I will show the value of c. So this is our program, and now we will check the output. So you see we have to provide the values here, and program is working properly. Okay, there is no problem. because we are entering the integer value and then we are getting a operations and we are getting the output whatever we are expecting. Once again I run the code. Now here I am entering the value 3 and 0 from my side. So you see it will show the error, and the error is division by 0 that we already discussed, because we are dividing the number by 0 and logically it is not allowed. So in such a case what happen, suppose I am adding here one more statement, print print, and in this statement actually there is no error. I am writing here no error, and now here I will again run this code. So as if I enter the correct value like expected, so it is working fine and the last statement is also working. But if I provide the value 0 in the code, then we will check once again what is happening. 3 and 0. So you see now we know there will be runtime error, but in the last statement there is no error, so at least it should be shown, but it is not showing, directly showing the error. And our last print statement, even though it is not having error, it is not showing the output. So our, because of that user mistake, because of this user mistake, as we are providing 0, the entire program got disturbed. So that's the reason we need exception handling, so that this error will be handled and the other part of the program should run properly. Means your, in short, your program should not be disturbed because of the wrong input of the user, because user is providing the wrong data. It is not your mistake actually. So you have to do something for that, so that this exception, this error can be in control and your program will work properly. So how you can use that exception, that we will see in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial. Thank you.